It's too risk averse. People are too scared of failure. It's the fear of failure that dominates Europe. And certainly there are elements of that, even though I never actually think that a celebration of failure is that good of a thing. And so there's sometimes almost in Silicon Valley, there's almost like this pornography of failure where you talk about all your failures. And this somehow means that you're going to succeed if you've failed at a lot of things. And so that's sort of the way it typically gets described. The somewhat alternate answer I would give, which I think is at least as important in a European context, is what I would describe as not a fear of failure, but a fear of success. That in the sort of social democratic European societies, it's acceptable to be moderately successful. It's not acceptable to be wildly successful. And so if you have a successful company that's starting to grow, it will get short-circuited, and you will sell the company at some point. And maybe that's the right answer, but you will never get to an enormous company if you sell it along the way. The anecdote, the Facebook anecdote on this that I always tell is, I think, the single most important decision in the history of Facebook. Summer of 2006, it was 2 years into the company. We got an acquisition offer for $1 billion from Yahoo to buy the company. And so there were 3 of us on the board, Mark Zuckerberg, myself, another venture capital investor, and we had a Monday morning board meeting and to decide, should we take the $1 billion or not? And the 2 of us, the 2 investors probably thought, it's probably a lot of money, we should maybe take it. Mark sort of started the board meeting and said, this is just a pro forma thing. We're just going to talk about this for 10 minutes because we have to have a quick board meeting to turn it down. Obviously, we're not taking it. And then the 2 of us said, well, maybe we should. $1 billion is a lot of money. You're 22 years old. You'll get $250 million. There's a lot you could do with $250 million. And then Mark said, well, I don't actually know what I would do with the money. I'd probably just start another social networking company, but I already have one, so why would I sell it? And anyway, it took more than 10 minutes. We went back and forth like this for about 8 hours. But at the end of the day, the decision was not to sell the company. And I would submit that any super successful, super big tech company is one where you've been offered multiple times. People have offered to buy it, and you've chosen never to sell it. You're not that afraid of success. And I think in Europe, the answer is to check out sooner rather than later, to go back to the decade-long vacation that people are on in Europe, but that's the answer people are given.